Hello and welcome back. We are Hanan and Seb. We've got ourselves a little baby there too, and we have a couple of dogs. And earlier this year, we bought ourselves a bungalow. Now, we are just partway through our renovation journey. These are the two main rooms we've been working on, the kitchen and the lounge. So we've actually wanted to combine these rooms. So one of the first things we did was knock the wall down. Now, if you want to, you can take a look back at our old videos. We've got one video where we redid all the walls, had them all replastered, and then our latest video showed you getting to this point of putting our kitchen units in. Now, to start this video off, we got all of our friends around to come and help us. It's Super Sunday, everyone's here.
Changing rooms.
There's other people over here. We're going to see how much we can get done on a Sunday.
We're going to get a lot done.
With how many people?
Seven of us.
7 people. Let's see what happens. Woo!
Recount.
There's actually 8 people. Now, to help us out, first things first, we wrote ourselves some lists and we divided them into levels of difficulty so that everyone could feel like they could help out. And they were all the little jobs that needed doing. So one of them was building some IKEA, another was drilling some big old holes in our exterior walls. We also had cooler obviously on site, keep it everyone in check. We had to move a socket because it was actually in the wrong place. We obviously then have to cover up some of these holes. Seb then redid some of the plumbing for the kitchen sink to come outside, which is always really super satisfying to do, and almost it's really interesting actually how simple these sort of tasks are, but they all add up.
Okay, so Super Sunday set us up really nicely to get on with all of our worktops. It was all of the annoying little tasks that don't look very aesthetic, but that were really needed to be done. So we're ready to get on with worktops.
Quite a big step, I guess, in our kitchen adventure. So originally we'd done quite a lot of research into how we can afford worktops, and we were going to do a poured concrete worktop for the longest time. We'd watched a bunch of videos and felt sort of reasonably confident we could give it a go, but it was quite scary.
The closer we got to doing it.
Yeah, the more scary, more like you have one chance. So it was like creating a form and reinforcing it and then pouring concrete all in one go. And we were like, we've got like 4 square meters plus of worktop to pour. So it was just getting bigger and bigger. So
and plus with like doing the overhang,
yeah,
this one not being on top of an actual unit, it just felt like it was going to end up being a little bit trickier than we first thought.
Because we've never done it before.
Yeah.
And
the YouTube videos looked really easy.
It's so easy. You just do it and it's fine. No, actually, we watched a few YouTube videos where people did it and thought it was fine and it looked a bit rubbish. So
So after doing a little bit more research, I came across a lot of videos showing microcementing, and particularly a technique that used water-treated MDF, and then you put microcement on top. And we felt like instantly that was going to be the much easier way to do it. It's like almost coming reinforced to start with, and then we've got far more attempts at making it look really good.
It also means in the future, if someone wants it different, they don't have to knock down the house to remove a worktop.
Yeah.
Not that I want to, because it'd be so amazing.
Because it's going to be so perfect.
So we did a test, didn't we?
Yeah.
I said, Hanan, why don't you choose some that we can test out? It makes sense to try it out. So
turns out all microcements were quite expensive.
yeah, and Hanan was like, oh no, I'll just find the cheapest thing possible and it'll be fine. So we made a bit of a workbench in the garage out of the old kitchen units, and we were like, right, we'll use that to do a test. Hanan cobbled together some pennies and ordered this cheap powder that was just like a ready mixed powder. We mixed that. It says wait 15 to 20 minutes. 2 hours later, it was not formed into a mix. With us moving it from like, maybe it's too cold outside, moving it inside. We watched like a whole episode of something, and then we're like, this is a waste of stuff. It's still liquid. So we taped up this. We basically did a concrete pour. So we we tested the old theory with the new theory.
Yeah, it was just a fail.
And it was rubbish. And the next day it hadn't dried at all. I scraped it off, and then some of it had dried, so it took me ages to scrape.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's fine.
So now,
pay for the product.
So now what we've bought now is actually ready mixed microcement, and it's got like a base and a top layer, and it's coming with a primer. So I've spent a tiny amount more money. Mm-hmm. And we'll see how that goes.
Better.
Hopefully better. It should go better. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
get on with worktops.
Get on with worktops.
Okay, so while my friend Helen was here, we did one main coat of like the base coat together, and then since then I've done a second coat on here, and I got it like much smoother. It's still like quite rough, and now we're going to try and sand this with like a really fine sander, and then I'll do the final coat, and then I think we sand again. But yeah, we'll see how this sanding goes, because I'm sort of worried it's going to go right through, but I'm really pleased with how it's looking so far. It's just a little rough around the edges on like the corners and stuff, so we'll see how neat I can get all of that. Right, I'm just trying to sand this worktop, and I'm finding that, well, these red pads are like marking the worktop. They're sort of like leaving red blemishes. So we went and got these ones that are like, they're called mesh pads, but these are like just disintegrating. That's not even it brand new. So that's what they look like brand new, because I thought these might not mark it. Like that's it after a little bit. So I need to figure out how to sand this without leaving debris everywhere. And here she is, all done, thank goodness. It was a real labour of love, but we're really pleased with it. We really love the texture it's got. We sort of wanted it to have that sort of natural feel to it, and hopefully the polyurethane varnish will sort of keep it all sealed, so hopefully it should be easy to wipe. But yeah, we'll see. What do you think? Would you do something like this? It saved us a whole bunch of money, but it's cost us in time and energy. But we think it looks really cool. Not everyone thinks it looks good. What do you think? Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.